Greetings from the Erie Coast. This is Mad Shad. Thor Vigi, may Thor bless on this wonderful Thursday. Wow, once again, another beautiful day. Partly cloudy skies. A lot less clouds than yesterday. High 70s, in the low 80s for the highs. No rain in sight. It's a beautiful day. Beautiful week, man. Sorry to those who didn't have a beautiful day. Those Americans that are trapped in Afghanistan left there by Trader Joe's militia / incompetent regime. And least we forget, 13 servicemen and women died at Abbey Kabul, Afghanistan. Along with 200 of the poor souls, 300 plus people lost arms and legs and limbs, things that don't grow back. A lot of them service members as well. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is. Deploy knife hands. But there was hope. Folks getting them out. Task Force Argo, Task Force Pineapple, Project X is Project Dynamo Christian Coalition, Mighty Oak Foundation, just to name a few. And at least we forget that 900 plus individuals are still incarcerated over the J6 debacle. Hell, there's political prisoners without sentencing, without bail, torture, solitary confinement conditions, someone lost an eye, and there have been suicides. Every day, never forget, and never forget whose fault this is, and yes, definitely deploy more knife hands. But there's hope. Thousands of people, family, friends, loved ones, charitable organizations, law firms doing pro bono work, even some senators, congressmen, representatives, judges, former president, soon to be president, and Supreme Court getting into the fray. Meanwhile, all this tech, right? All this tech. The biggest seller of tech, China, right? China. It's come out that South Korea, they purchased like 3,500, cameras, CC cameras. They found a camera that they liked, and they've been using it for years. It came from China. Yeah, they all came from China. They use it for their border, their checkpoints, and everything. Everything for the military use and stuff like that. They just found out that, of course, it's been live feeding straight to China. Everything for years going on. You're like, what? And so they got rid of them. So they got rid of 3,500 cameras because China was watching. You gotta love this tech. It's a game changer, right? It makes our life easier. Now we have systems that are truly dedicated to tech, and we of course we see the new thing, exploding electronics. Can you trust your shit? Can you trust your laptop? Can you trust your cell phone? Can you trust your smart refrigerator? Right? Right. So, it's a hell of a concept, isn't it? That we've been propped up. We have propped everything up on electronics and the internets and the interweb of things. We just don't realize, how much of how it can be weaponized. This thing, this cell phone that we use. We've heard about the Pegasus program, which was started by the Israelis, which back in 2016. Now everybody has it and everybody uses it, and it literally monitors everything. Turn on your phone, they can check your phone, they can add things to your phone, they can take things off your phone, they can do whatever they fucking want to with your phone and your laptop, right? They can monitor everything. Laptops, you can basically do your own thing and set it up as you wish. Cell phones, it's an operating system that you just don't have control over. I'm sure that somebody does. Somebody can figure out a way to jailbreak the phone, and the Tangos do it all the time. Turn this phone into a burner phone. But yeah, it can still be weaponized. something to think about. I mean, if you're really worried about upset and things of that nature, you might want to think about doing a low tech kind of thing. I mean, seriously, go somewhere. If you want to talk to somebody and it's very important, you might want to not use your phone. You might want to go and see them and have a seat and drink some coffee. Make sure there's no smart refrigerators or smart blender or smart toaster oven listening. Put cell phones away. But even then, there's things that they can use to track and monitor and to listen and to observe. I mean, which nowadays that's the thing is it's not the pew pew. Oh, my hands are fucking dirty. It's not the pew pew that's the biggest weapon. It's intelligence gathering. So we're blissfully unaware of all this crap. And most people are. Most people say, "Oh man, I just want the latest and greatest cell phone, iPhone, fucking mega super computer phone that I can carry with me and make my life easier." We link it to our bank account. We link it to Uber Eats. We order things from it online. There's just so much that we do. It makes our life a lot easier, right? But we fail to realize how much of a hindrance it would be if, say you were public enemy number one, and you wanted to leave, and you wanted to be not be seen, not be heard. It's a very, very hard thing to do. And yes, this goes back to China. If you know anything about their intelligence gathering apparatus, which is now worldwide, they started it right there in their country, and everything's on lockdown. Everything is being monitored. Everything is being controlled. Everything. To how much water you use, to how much air you breathe, to how much you travel, to how much do you talk, how much do you buy, what you buy, everything, and it's been that way for years, and they monitor and control everything. They don't like you. Oh, you ate too many cookies this year, so you don't get that many cookies. You smoke too much, or you eat too much red meat, or whatever it is. They control it. They control everything. That's what they want. That's what they want. That's when they talk about digital inclusiveness, the cyber polygon and all that. That is their way of controlling, monitoring everything. The whole thing, and get everything linked up too. So just something to think about. Anyway, I got shit to do. This is my Friday. So all of you guys and gals out there that are working Friday, hats off to you. Get shit done. Continue to do the work on yourself, and that's what it's all about, really. Is what can you do for yourself? Yeah, what can you do for others? Yes, because if you can't take care of yourself, you can't take care of anybody else, right? So that's just the way it is. So anyway, go Team Devildawg. Go Team Devildawg. Fuck brain surgery. He is still recuperating from brain surgery. Please sub to his channel, and let's get that brother up. Get his subs up. I think he's in mid 400s right now. So let's get him up into the stratosphere of subs, so he can, when he gets off of brain recuperation, then he can take advantage and carry on. Yes. Go TeamLinda. Go TeamLinda. Fuck cancer. She is still fighting cancer, kicking ass and taking names, and she will not quit. So yeah, please give your thoughts and prayers to Team Devildawg and TeamLinda. Yes, she is doing the things. TeamLinda. And then go TeamJoe. Go TeamJoe. Fuck addiction. He is well past 2 months without a drink. He's still dealing with health issues and financial issues. So go sub to Joe Morgan's channel. Give him some encouraging words and support, and thoughts and prayers as well. This has been Mad Shad. Every day, never forget.